Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Bonnie is in the house. Bonnie, Yvonne, come on into the house. This is Marvin LeBlanc. Marvin LeBlanc, I am here to rock and cover how to win some friends. Takiata is here. Sarah Wood Wellness live stream. Katya, who started all. Good afternoon, beautiful people. And Dad's in the house. Beautiful people? Okay, Dad, you're beautiful in your own way. Barry Selby, the love doctor. Are you following Barry Selby? Why not? It could help your relationships. Come on in, Perry 10K, because we're going to rock. Okay. Hey, Wheezy, the pride of Ohio is here. Yvonne Michelle, Boss Babe Beauty, the pride of Texas is here. Tamara Shipper is here. Oh my God. Or is that T.S. Chipper, I think. Don John, hey, great to have you come here. So today, I want to introduce myself and then I'm going to get to today's topic. My name is Marvin LeBlanc. I'm a speaker. I'm an author, Amazon best-selling speaker. But today, what we're going to talk about is how I have had the opportunity to transform myself because of applied commitment to the education that was provided to me by the Dale Carnegie courses. Because you see, the topic for today is How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And I actually worked for the Dale Carnegie systems in the early 80s as a corporate training specialist. As you may already know, Dale Carnegie had died in 1955. But what you should remember about Dale Carnegie is long before human development was made famous, he had already written the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now, I'm going to give you a little change today and look at this book that Dale Carnegie wrote, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. First of all, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, no different than How to Win Friends and Influence People. You can pick them up on Amazon or used online for a couple of bucks, guys. So the thing is, this is the Bible on human relation skills. You see, what happened was Dale Carnegie started to investigate what was it that made people successful in the area of human performance. And at first he looked hard at the fact that, hey, man, were they superior with technical knowledge? He found out not so much. What he found that 85% of a person's ability to be successful had to do in the areas of skills and attitude development, meaning your people skills and how you got along with people is far more important than your knowledge. Now, don't get me wrong, it's important to have technical expertise. But if you, in fact, have technical expertise and you have no likability, your technical expertise, you're still going to have a limited career opportunity because you have to be able to work with people. And so what I wanted to do today is show you something a little different. Number one, what's the number one thing that we've heard in the previous speakers? If you had to narrow it down to one word, were you listening? That word was listen. Listen. Okay, now here's my quote that should be impactful and worth writing down in your notebook. Listening is not waiting to talk. Think that through. Listening is not waiting to talk. If you're just waiting like a vulture on a piece of meat, and as soon as the person takes a breath, you start just spouting out all of your bad breath on what you want to say, you weren't listening. You just were waiting for somebody to stop talking so then you could talk. That's not listening. Listening is when you basically shut off your own opinion and really kind of get inside their head and kind of understand where they're coming from. That's the fundamental challenge we have in the world today is so many people are myopic with their views on whether it's orientation of sex, religion, race, bias after bias. All because why? We're not really listening to what the other person really is trying to communicate. So I challenge you, you want to win friends and influence people, then really focus in on listening and don't focus in on waiting to talk, because they are two completely different things. The next thing that I want to shift to is add value in the lives of other people. Please write this down too. Add value in the lives of other people before they add value in yours. What do you mean, Marvin? Are you saying that I should initiate and give value? I don't know if I'm going to receive value back. Well, tough. Sometimes you're not going to receive the value back. But that's not the reason for you not to initiate value up front. This very share-a-thon that we're on right now is probably, 8, 10 people that are adding value, and there's no fee involved. Yes, you can go to MarvinLeBlanc.com and sign up for my free email. Yes, you can go over there and buy a book if you want to, but I'm going to deliver that value to you whether you go there or not. Because why? I love you. Well, Marvin, you can't love me. You've never met me. That's wrong, my friends. That is wrong. Just because I haven't met you does not mean that I don't love you. I'm seeing tons of faces down here. Yvonne, oh my God, I love her. Okay, Sean, I love him. Katya Yarbanova, who started all this. This next lady coming up, ooh, Tamra is coming up next. And girl, she's going to light your fire. She is the queen of teen. Teen, the queen of teen. Why? Because let me tell you, she had a scope on how to raise kids. Oh my God. Shh, and don't tell anybody, but I've already pre-ordered her book. She's just got to finish the last 20 pages, okay? And so Tamra is going to be coming up next. How much time is available still? About 2 minutes, 3 minutes? I want to give you one more great little thought. Here's the next thought. 2 minutes. Great, Sage. Thank you. Here's my next thought in 2 minutes. Number one, focus in on relationship capital if you want to win friends and influence people. Don't focus in on financial capital. Why? Because you could lose all your money. And if you had relationship capital, you still can come back. I know. It happened to me. Age 43, I became homeless. I had a few financial resources, but quite frankly, the main reason for my comeback in the last decade had to do with my relationship capital. So what is your relationship capital? Are you a giver or are you a taker? Don't be a freaking taker. All right. We don't need another taker in the world. We got a lot of those. Okay. Oh, well, I've always been a taker. Get over yourself. You can make a change. The next thing you can do is, if you take a look at this book on page 53, be a problem solver, okay? Be a problem solver. Don't be a problem maker. Well, how do I solve other people's problems? Well, it's right there on page 53. You find out what is the problem. You find out what is the cause of the problem. You find out what are the possible actions or solutions to the problem, and what is the solution that you suggest. In other words, this book right here has the 4 specific questions that you need if you're solving problems. And let me tell you, friends of mine that help me solve my problems go way up on my list. They're very influential to me. And so you too can be influential. You too can be a light in a world that's filled with a lot of darkness. don't be a red X kind of person. Be a green check mark kind of person. And also make sure you make the commitment to tune into this next lady. She's got some unbelievable success stories with her teenagers. So guess what? She taught them how to win friends and influence people. And she is worth listening to. So my time is up. Can somebody tell me if Tamara is live? Number 4, be a problem solver. Faith like one fire. If Tamara is live, I'm going to tell you. My name is Marvin LeBlanc. Reach out to me at my email address if you have a personal question at marvin@marvinleblanc.com. That's marvin@marvinleblanc.com. Ask me anything. I'm available. I'm open. I'm a lover of people, and I'll be glad to help you. Yvonne, do we know if Extreme Teen Leaders is live? I'm going to go ahead and say 10, 9, 8, 7. Also remember, perry10k.com/join. If you haven't been a part of Perry 10K, go ahead and go to perry10k.com/join, okay, to be around a group of people that want to light up the world. We're a group of dreamers and collaborators that believe that one person can make a difference. So you're aware that one drop in the ocean definitely affects the waves that hit all over the world, okay? So you too can make a difference. Oh, well, no, I'm not this and I'm not that. That's a crock. Grow exactly where you were planted. You're here on earth. There's nobody that in the whole world that has your DNA. But what we do have to start is we have to be responsible to constantly feeding our attitude on a daily basis, guys, because either you're going to be responsible for what goes in your brain, or you're going to be influenced by people who are total strangers and may have only their own purposes. Okay, so let's remember that carefully. And if you have any other questions, throw them down right here. Does anybody have any questions at the bottom? I'm still waiting to find out if Tamara is live. Do you have another question about how to stop worrying and start living? Any question? I like those purple hearts. You got some gold hearts in there? Let's see some gold hearts. Oh, okay. Okay, I got some pink and some gold, purple, and we need a green. Green, where's my green hearts? Come on. Come on, did you hit the share button? Come on, my little people. My beautiful people, you're not little. Well, a couple of you are. Y'all are like under 100 pounds. Y'all need a brand spanking big old fried shrimp platter with French fries and Tabasco sauce and ketchup with a big old Coca-Cola. Man, am I getting hungry. Funny how I just said that after I just been eating my Isogenics Isoline bar, because I'm trying to keep my weight down so I can get my senior citizen sexy on, baby. Okay, very good. Katya, are you here? Very good. I also want to tell you that don't wait to start your Periscope. A lot of you people are observing, but you don't think that you have. Thanks so much. How did I start writing my first book? How I started writing my first book is I sat down one weekend after 2 years of somebody telling me to write it, and I just started writing it very unorganized. I just started letting the stories come out. And quite frankly, for about 50 weekends, I wrote it and I cried every weekend. I ain't lying. Because my come hell or high water story with Hurricane Katrina was quite emotional, as you might expect. And so as a result, to get those stories out of my system required me to relive those experiences. And I'm not the next John Grisham. I really don't have a clue as to how it ever became a #1 Amazon bestseller. I really didn't believe the publisher whenever he called me. But after being on the road for several years as a national speaker, what I came to realize is that the stories were compelling that people could relate to. So in your own world, what story do you have, and how does your audience relate to that story? Because what they really were seeing was not really my story when they were reading. They were seeing themselves in their own story. And I don't have enough time to go into that, and that might sound a little deep, but people read you and listen to you, and they connect to you because they see their story inside of your message. So early on, I was always worried about, was my hair right? All of this technical stuff about speaking. Okay, and that's not what it's about. What it's about is emotionally connecting, and it's about implementation. Whenever your book is read, if that book, it is about authenticity. I mean, everybody that knows me, I'm kind of a raw kind of guy. I'm not going to win an etiquette award. Some people even think I got an accent from South Louisiana. But Faith, I don't know. You think I got an accent? I don't know. When I'm home around my 100% Cajun daddy, my team members tell me on Monday my accent is a hell of a lot more heavy than it is on a Friday if I'm with him on the weekend. So yeah, it is about keeping it real. Here's another thing that I was so wrong about. Okay. I got to find my audience for who's going to buy the book. It didn't work out that way, guys. Watch this. This is worth it right here. The audience finds you. Really? Now, you do have to do the marketing, and you do have to tell your story. And I just had somebody that's bringing 50 CFOs to New Orleans for a convention that want to hear what message I would share with the group. You do have to do that. But by and large, other than the marketing, they have found me. And quite frankly, this is another thing, Faith Like Fire, I want to tell you is when I wrote the book, I was thinking about a physical book. I'm looking to see if I have it right here. I was looking for a physical book. And so this is a book. This is they buy them in bundles of 10. So if your company or organization wants to use this book as a manual for a whole year, there's actually work and workbook inside this book that helps your team grow, helps you with your performance, helps you develop your team skills and attitudes. So I was always thinking about old school book where you flip. But the fact is, I haven't checked it lately, but the majority of the people who bought my book actually bought it through ebook and Kindle. So, hey, let me make an offer to you. Would you like a free copy of this book via ebook? I just decided just now because I can. Would you like a free copy? Okay. So, Faith, would you write this down at the bottom? This is a link that you should be able to go to. Actually, go to MarvinLeBlanc.com. That's Marvin, M-A-R-V-I-N, LeBlanc, LEBLANC.com. MarvinLeBlanc.com. If you go to MarvinLeBlanc.com and you go ahead, and I think that you can sign up for a free email, but the main reason you want to go in there and throw that in there is say, Marvin, send me the link so I can download an ebook copy for free. And just put on there Thursday. Just put on there Thursday Share-a-thon. And I will get myself or one of my assistants to send you the ebook, Come Hell or High Water, Life Lessons from Hurricane Katrina, facing life's greatest challenges no matter what. You really can make a difference, but you got to find out who you're going to follow. What I have become is I've been a coach, and I teach sales and leadership and teamwork all over America. Okay, that's what I do. My whole life's work since 1978 has been on performance, sales performance, teamwork, and leadership lessons. And so you might have a company that's struggling. You may be a budding entrepreneur that's trying to juggle a job and what your real dream is. And if you're in that market, then reach out to me and we can talk. I mean, I have programs for everything from 99 cents to $25,000 a year, guys. So there's a budget number in there for you, and I promise you, whatever you ever would contribute and invest with me, you're certainly going to get it back 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 times. That's not really the nature of this share-a-thon, but I just went off onto that. What else do you have? What other question? Hey, Golf Sunday. What other question do you have about writing? I have one other thought that I want to give you about writing. Do y'all want to hear it? Write in 1 if you want to hear this next great thought about writing. Put in 1s. 2s if you don't want to hear about it. Hey, Rosa, welcome to the broadcast. Rosa, I'm kind of at the end of it, but man, Rosa, you got to go to catch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. That's katch.me/MarvinLeBlanc. And you can get all of the replays, like about 100 of them. I think I got about 100, 120. Okay, so here's an idea. And man, I wish I had this idea when I wrote the book, because I wrote the book old school with pen and paper on a notebook. And if you like to do that, you can still do that. If you want to buy a fancy software like Scribe, you can buy Scribe, and there's others. But here's what I discovered after, and I didn't know this before. Your mouth can talk 17 times faster than your hand can write. That's worth writing down at the bottom. Can somebody scribe that on the bottom? Your mouth can talk 17 times faster than your hand can write. And so I started thinking about that. My mouth can talk 17 times faster than I can write. So in the new book that I'm writing right now, what you'll see is there's a chapter already of the new book. And hang on one second. Let me get that for you. The chapter on the new book is the new book is going to be called Come Hell or High Sales. Yes, Takiata, thank you. Your mouth can talk 17 times faster than your hand can write. That chapter is available at MarvinLeBlanc.com, 13 Rules for Solid Business Growth. So that's an excerpt. How I'm writing the next book is I write it by recording my stories. Because you see, if you dictate it into a software like CopyTalk, COPY,